The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 and has since become one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. By 1981, the coin's design had largely remained the same, but there are some key differences that make this particular coin worth discussing. In 1981, the D Mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. This year holds a special place in the coin's history, making the D-minted version a bit rarer compared to quarters from other years. Let's examine the design more closely. On the front, we see the well-known profile of George Washington. This portrait, first used in 1932, stands out in high-quality coins where the fine details truly shine. Washington's profile is depicted with remarkable clarity, symbolizing the dignity of one of the country's most significant leaders. On the back, there's the eagle perched atop a branch, clutching a shield. The words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum are prominently featured. The design is a timeless representation of the nation's strength and unity, elements that have remained consistent for nearly a century. What makes the 1981 Washington quarter with a D-Mint mark particularly noteworthy is the subtle difference in minting techniques used that year, which adds to its desirability among collectors today. Most of the 1981 Washington quarters you come across will be in circulated condition. These coins have been in everyday circulation for years and have likely experienced some wear. While still interesting, these coins typically don't carry much value unless they are in excellent condition. Now, here's the exciting part. 1981 Washington quarters with the D-Mint mark in good condition are much rarer than many realize. Good condition means the coin shows some signs of wear, but the major features, such as Washington's profile and the eagle, are still clearly visible. The crispness of the design is what makes these coins particularly valuable. As time passes, fewer of these coins remain in good condition. After being in circulation for so long, many were damaged, lost, or simply spent. This makes the 1981 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark in good condition a sought-after find for collectors. So, why is this coin so valuable? The key factors are rarity and demand. Since many of these coins were heavily circulated, those still in good condition are hard to come by, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for them. In fact, 1981 Washington quarters with a D-Mint mark in excellent condition have been known to fetch as much as $80,000 or more at auction, depending on the coin's grade and the market at the time. While not every coin will reach that amount, those in pristine condition, especially those without scratches or discoloration, are highly coveted. The 1981 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark has quietly become one of the most prized coins in the hobby, and its value is likely to continue rising as more collectors recognize its rarity. Coin collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare coins, and the 1981 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark fits this category. It may not be as well known as some of the more famous rare coins, but its popularity has steadily grown over the years. Coin dealers are also closely watching these quarters. Many specialize in acquiring coins with specific mint marks or years, and they know a well-preserved 1981 D-Mint marked quarter is a valuable asset to any collection. Whether you're new to coin collecting or have been in the hobby for years, this coin is certainly worth keeping an eye on. As the number of these coins in good condition continues to shrink, their value is expected to keep rising. So, have you ever come across a 1981 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark in good condition? Maybe you have one tucked away in your collection or even in your pocket. It might not be as famous as some other coins, but the 1981 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark is definitely a hidden gem, and its value is on the rise. With some coins selling for as much as $80,000, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Next, let's take a look at the 1971 Washington quarter with a D-Mint mark in fine condition. In this video, we'll dive into its distinct features, why it holds value in the coin market, and what it could potentially be worth today if it's in good shape. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about the coins in your pocket, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more insights into rare and valuable coins. Let's start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter debuted in 1932 to mark the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since its introduction, it has become one of the most iconic coins in American currency. However, not every year's issue holds the same rarity or market value. In today's video, we're focusing on the 1971 Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark. The 1971 series is relatively straightforward in terms of mint marks, with quarters being struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D. Unlike some years where special editions or proof coins are released with distinct features, the 1971 Denver Mint marked quarter is a product of standard production. However, its fine condition makes it particularly sought after by collectors. Now, Let's break down why this coin has gained interest in recent years. In the world of coin collecting, the term fine condition refers to coins that show some signs of wear but still maintain a clear, sharp design. A quarter from 1971 in fine condition is valuable, especially if it has withstood the test of time and survived circulation without too much damage. Over the years, finding a 1971 Washington quarter in such condition has become rarer, contributing to its growing value. So, what's this coin worth today? A 1971 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in fine condition can typically be valued around $75,000 to $90,000, depending on its specific features and the current market. However, if you manage to find one in better condition, or if it's part of a collection featuring other rare coins, its value could rise significantly. And, of course, any unusual errors or defects could increase its market appeal and worth. For now, the value of a 1971 quarter in fine condition remains stable, particularly among collectors looking to complete their Washington quarter sets. As with any collectible, a coin's value hinges on its condition. The higher the quality, the more valuable it becomes. Here's a closer look at why collectors are particularly interested in the 1971 Washington quarter with the D mint mark. This coin represents a significant era in U.S. numismatic history. The Washington Quarter Series is one of the most widely collected U.S. coin sets, and every year collectors eagerly await the next release. Coins from years like 1971, especially when they are well preserved, are becoming more difficult to find, which drives demand. As collectors strive to fill out their sets, finding a 1971 quarter with a D mint mark in fine condition can be a valuable addition. In conclusion, while the 1971 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in fine condition might not be the flashiest coin at first glance, it holds an important place in the collecting world. It symbolizes the lasting appeal of older, well-maintained coins. Its rarity in good condition, combined with its significance in the Washington Quarter Series, has kept it relevant in today's numismatic market. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse displays a portrait of Washington, while the reverse depicts an eagle. Though the design has remained largely unchanged over the years, the 1965 version stands out due to the absence of a mint mark. So, what do we mean by excellent condition? A coin in top-notch condition is one that shows little to no signs of wear. Such a coin will have clear, crisp details and will be free of any major scratches or imperfections. If you manage to find a 1965 Washington quarter in this kind of pristine state, it's extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. But what is the 1965 Washington quarter worth today? The value can vary, but a quarter in excellent condition might be worth around $95,000. However, if you come across one that is near flawless or uncirculated, it could potentially fetch as much as $120,000 or even more, depending on the demand from collectors. So, why is this coin so valuable? The historical shift in U.S. coinage during the 1960s makes the 1965 Washington quarter a unique piece of American history. In addition, the missing mint mark adds an extra layer of mystery, making it even more desirable for collectors. Condition is critical when it comes to determining its worth. If the coin shows signs of wear, its value will drop. But if you find a well-preserved example or one that's professionally graded, its market value can skyrocket. The demand for rare coins, such as the 1965 Washington quarter, is on the rise. As time goes by, well-preserved examples of these coins become increasingly rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on them. If you're thinking about getting into coin collecting or investing in rare coins, the 1965 Washington quarter should definitely be on your radar. Thinking you might have a rare 1965 Washington quarter? It's worth having it professionally graded. A certified coin will give you a better understanding of its true worth and help protect your investment should you ever decide to sell or trade it. To sum up, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is a rare and historically significant coin that has gained increasing value over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this coin is one you won't want to overlook. If you happen to own one in exceptional condition, it could be worth far more than you might have guessed.